Good morning. Very good morning, all the participants, respected resource person, Dr.A.Rajani Madam Garu, Assistant Professor, Head Department of Botany, Food and Nutrition, RBVRR Women's College, Autonomous, Hyderabad. Madam, please welcome my dear young friends. Today onwards, our resource person, Dr.A.Rajani Madam Garu, continue every day. Time will inform in the WhatsApp. So, my dear friends, listen carefully during the class. If you have any doubt, please interact with our respected resource person, madam. Madam, please share your screen and start your session.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, students. How many are joined? Bhavani, Harish, Shalini, Sudhakar. Okay. These are peoples are completed. Which combination, Bhavani? Which college where you are complete your degree? Bhavani, am I audible?
Good morning, ma'am. Already MSc Botany completed, ma'am.
Okay,
But, my Anmakonda, madam.
Hanmakonda. Okay. Now, okay. Already completed your MSc
Yes, ma'am.
in Kakatiya University.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you are preparing
Yes, ma'am.
other program, other JL.
JL, ma'am. JL,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Another one, Harish. Harish is there. Harish. Okay. Shalini. Yes, Shalini. Are you there, ma? Shalini, for JL preparation. Okay, no problem, Harish. Carry on. Shalini. Okay. Unmute yourself. Unmute Shalini. Okay, you are completed your degree. Yes. You are completed your degree. Yeah. You are also in study room. Next, Sudhakar.
Yes, ma'am.
You are also completed your degree.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Which college?
Government degree college, Malkajgiri, ma'am.
Malkaj, here only.
Yes, ma'am.
Which combination?
Biotechnology, botany, chemistry, ma'am.
Botany, chemistry. Okay. These exams are completed, no, in BSc?
Yes, ma'am. Completed.
Okay. Now we are preparing for the exam. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. CPGET 2025 botany.
Yeah. Okay, you can follow the regular classes, and after my topic, me and Padala sir to explain this one questions bits also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
You can maintain the notes also.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Now I will start my class. Good morning to everyone. My name is Dr.A.Rajani, RBVRR Women's College, Head Department of Botany and Food and Nutrition. My experience is 22 years experience. Now today I'll explain about to the topic algae. You know algae? Yes or no? You also respond in between the class. This is the most important, me and you and me. Yes or no? If any doubts and if any queries are there, you can ask me. Yes? Yeah. Okay. Someone is study room. Someone is the outside. No. In that people can to talk with in this Zoom. First one is algae. Yeah. Today I will start to the topic. You know, this is the first topic for in plant studies or plant sciences. Anyone to tell me what is the algae? You don't know algae? My screen is visible. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. See, first one, plant kingdom, you can study it to the plant science, the study of plant is the plant kingdom. Before the explanation of the algae, I'll explain what is the plants, how two divisions are there. These are things. The plant kingdom to divided in two parts. One is the cryptograms, second one is the phanerograms. What are the cryptograms? Anyone? What is the cryptogram?
Flowering plants, sir.
Flowering plants. Cryptogram is flowering.
Plants.
Okay.
It's a non-flowering plant.
Non-flowering. Don't confuse here. See, the plant kingdom to divided in two parts, no? One is the cryptograms and second thing is the phanerograms. Coming first starting letter C, no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
ABC lo C. That's where crypto is the non-flowering. Where the phenero, P is to start for the letter, no? Phenero is the flowering plants. Don't confuse. Many students to confuse this one also. Very simple, this one. Crypto meaning the first. C letter is first, no? Non-flowering. Okay? The second thing is the phanerograms is the flowering plants. Now it's clear? Yes, na? Clear అయింది కదా ఇది? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming
Yes,
to
ma'am.
Yeah. Cryptograms, non-flowering, no? These non-flowering plants again to divide into the three parts. One is the thallophyte. The second thing is the bryophyte. Third one is the pteridophyte. Okay, which one? These are the non-flowering plants. That's where these non-flowering plants again two divisions are there. That one is the thallophytes, bryophytes, pteridophytes. These all the non-flowering. Coming to the phanerograms is there, no? In that phanerograms is flowering plants. These flowering plants again two divisions, divided in two parts. One is the seed coat is present. Another one is seed coat is non-present. That is the non-seed coat plants is called gymnosperms. Where the seed coat is there, that plants is called the angiosperms. Gymnosperms and angiosperms were in the flowering plants. This is the total planting kingdom. The plant kingdom can be divided into two parts. One is the flowering, non-flowering. The second thing is the flowering plants. Non-flowering plants is called the cryptograms. Flowering plants name is called phanerograms. Non-flowering plant, again two divisions, three divides are there. One is the thallophyte. The second thing is the bryophyte. Third thing is the pteridophytic plants. These are the thallophytic plants. And another one is the phanerograms, that are the flowering plants. That flowering plants can be divisions are there. Seed coat is present, one plant, seed coat is absent. Where seed coat is present, where the absent gymnosperms are there, in that gymnosperms, the seed coat is absent. Where the angiospermic plants is there, that seed coat is present. Okay, it's clear? Now coming to the where the cryptograms is there, in that cryptograms, thallophytes are present. Yes or no? The first, after division of cryptophyte to division to there, no? In that division, the first part is called the thallophyte. Thallophyte again can be divided in two parts. One is the algae. The second thing is called the fungi. Why these two names are there? The algae name. Here, the first land plants. First plant's name is called algae. In the earth, the first plant, which plants are there? Algae is called the first plant. Okay. In this algae and fungi, both are combined with the thallophytes. Why thallophyte name is there? The structure of plant, the body of the plant. That's where this name is called the thallophyte. In that thallophyte, two divides are there. One is the algae, the second thing is the fungi. Coming to the bryophyte, the algae, okay, I'll explain to you. It's okay, ma? I'll explain to you very fast. It's okay. అర్థమవుతుందా? హలో,
Yes, ma'am.
ఇంత ఓకేనా? ఫాస్ట్ గా చెప్తున్నానా? ఓకేనా అని?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Correctly.
Yeah. Next one here, thallophyte, fungi, algae is there. No, why these name are there? The structure of plant body. made up of the cells to how to structure is there. That's where thallophyte algae and fungi. The algae plant body name is called thallus. Very important. The algae plant body name is called the thallus. The fungi plant body name is called that's name is called mycelium. Okay. Algae plant body name is called thallus. The fungi plant body name is called the mycelium. Coming to the another one, bryophyte is there. Here, in this algae, the thallus is there, no? Here you can't see the root system, stem system, leaf system. You can't observe that one. Same like that also in the fungi. But coming to the bryophytes, in the bryophytes, here just root-like system, shoot-like system, leaf-like systems are there, but it is not clear. Okay, coming to the last one, pteridophyte. Here, well-developed plants are there. That's where the pteridophyte name is called vascular cryptograms. Why that name is there? And another name also there, very important, botanical snake garden, snakes plants. Why these all names are there in pteridophyta? You can observe to the thallophytes, the algae to pteridophyta, the plant body structure in the algae. The plant body name is called thallus. You can't see these are things, root, shoot like this. Same like that, fungi. Same like that, bryophytes. Coming to these pteridophytic, well-developed plant and vascular systems also very developed. You know, what is the vascular system? The xylem and phloem both are combined with, that is called the vascular system. That's where you can observe this vascular system. Only pteridophytic plants observed to the vascular system. That's where this plant's name is called that is called the botanical snakes or vascular cryptograms. These are the names for the pteridophytic plants. Okay, these are the names for the pteridophytic plants. Coming to the another one, another important the algae plant body. You have studied, these are the story of the algae. Okay, these algae, what are the general account of algae? Sometimes to question is the very important. To our expected questions are general characters of the algae. Here, the study of algae, which scientists to explain, these are things we will discuss today. Here, the term of the algae, this one algae name is called the, this one Latin words. You know, all the botanical names, all things are made up of the Latin words. This algae name is called in the Latin. This name, simple name, the explanation name is called seaweeds. What is that one? Seaweed. And was this algae seaweed was first introduced by the scientist, Linnaeus scientist in 1753. And this algae, this you can the Latin word seaweeds, underwater, you can observe these algae in the seaweed. And then another one, this algae comprises of the heterogeneous assemble of plants, which divides habit. What is the heterogeneous assemble? And in this one habit, the size of the algae, the organism of the algae, what is the physiology, what is the biochemistry and reproduction, all are things you can study in this algae. Another important, I'll explain this 5 minutes after, before, no? What is a thallophyta? This is a group of thallophyte. Thallus meaning sprout, phyta meaning a plant. That's where this is the thallophytic plants. Primitive and simplest division of the plant kingdom, this algae plants. Very simple, simplest thallus is present. And simplest thallus and the plant body is also very simple plant body is present. And that's where this under the systematic study of algae, that topic that is called the phycology. The orderly, the systematic study of the study of algae is called the phycology. In case to ask the question, what is the phycology? The phycology meaning the algae, the study of algae is phycology. In the phycology, This also Latin word. What is the meaning of phycology? Phycos meaning seaweeds, logos meaning study or disorders. Ante that is called the seaweed study or disorders. The naming is called the seaweed study or disorders or discourses. Seaweed discourses. The algae term, the algae mean the study of algae is called phycology. In sometimes to ask the question directly algae, which one is the phyco in the so and so plant is the phycology, you can identify phycology meaning the study of algae. Seaweed discourses meaning of the algae is called phycology. So coming to the algae describe the large incredible diverse group of eukaryotic photosynthetic, these are the things are there. Coming to the now, what is the state? What is the algae? The term algae is the Latin word that is a seaweed. The Linnaeus scientist to meaning that one in 1753. Another thing, important group of algae name is called thallophyte. Thallus meaning sport and phyton meaning a plant. Okay, this is the thallophyta. Coming to the this algae study of algae name is called what is that one? Study of algae that is called phycology. This phycology meaning phycos meaning seaweed, logos meaning discourses. Seaweed discourses is called the phycology. The study of algae name is called phycology. I think it's clear. Coming to the what characters are there in algae. Okay, this is the story of where the algae is there, and these all things are clear. Yes. Uh, in the algae, what characters are there? Oh, these are the first land plants, seaweeds, and thallophytic, and study is called the phycology. Coming to the what characters are present in algae. Okay, I'll give some plants. How to identify so and so character is there, that plant is algae. So and so a character is present, that one is fungi. So and so character is that one bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymno, like this. That's where this algae also some special characters are there. Some features, distinct features are present. Here, algae, chlorophyll. You know what is the chlorophyll? Anyone? Chlorophyll అంటే ఏంటి?
photosynthesis.
That is the pigments. What is the chlorophyll meaning, ma? That one is a type of one pigment is called the chlorophyll. Here, all this chlorophyll story is many are there. When they're coming after basic things, I will explain chlorophylls, different types of chlorophyll. But basic thing, chlorophyll is called the pigment system is present. The algae chlorophyll contain primitive plants. They all algae, the pigment system is present. The basic pigment name is called chlorophyll. Okay, got it now plant. Now this one, what is chlorophyll? Just like chlorophyll is called pigments. Pigments also here different types of pigments are present. The pigments, chlorophylls are there, xanthophylls are there, carotenoids are there, phycobilins are there. I'll explain later what is the pigments are there, what color to resemble is present in each and every algae. Each and every algae colors, how to color divisions are, pigment systems are there. Okay, here the major algae, the chlorophylls are contained. This is the primitive. This character is called the primitive. And coming to the cell structure, you know, the cell is prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Tell me anyone, what is the difference in between prokaryotes and eukaryotes?
Nucleus are absent in prokaryotes. Nucleus is present in.
1 second మా, ఇక్కడ ఒక చిన్న మిస్టేక్ చెప్తారు ఎవరైనా. అసలు న్యూక్లియస్ లేనిదే సెల్ ఉండదు. బ్రెయిన్, దట్ ఈస్ ద బ్రెయిన్ ఆఫ్ సెల్. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? వాట్ ఈస్ ద న్యూక్లియస్? అండర్ కంట్రోల్ ద టోటల్ సెల్ nucleus. Yes or no? That's why this is the brain of heart of cell, brain of cell antaru. Here nucleus is not, nucleus is present both cells in prokaryotic, eukaryotic, but nuclear membrane. Yes or no girls? Nuclear కాబట్టి మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా న్యూక్లియస్ అని చెప్పకండి, న్యూక్లియర్ membrane. The nuclear membrane is absent in prokaryotic cell The nuclear membrane is present in eukaryotic cell. The prokaryotes, the best example, algae, fungi, bacteria, virus, mycoplasma. These are prokaryotic. You can't see to the nuclear membrane. Where the eukaryote cells are there, all the well-developed cell, nuclear membrane is very clear. Okay, this algae is the both are present. And when the starting algae, you can observe to the nuclear membrane is absent. That's where the plants are the prokaryotic plants. And the what is the eukaryotic? The algae cells, well developed algae is there. That is a eukaryotic cell is there. And the here the thallus. Another one is a unicellular to multicellular organ. The cell unicell meaning only one cell. Yes or no? The structure of here structure meaning the thallus. In the algae, the plant body structure is called the thallus. The thallus structure is the starting algae unicellular. To the developed is there, no? That is the heterotrophous, the where. Another one is the another distinct features of this one. Here, algae are photoautotrophs. The meaning of photoautotrophs, here two is there. One is the autotrophs, one is the heterotrophs. But all algae is all called photoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs meaning they prepare the food material own. These are called the photoautotrophs. The best example, algae. And the second one, heterotrophous is there, no? Heterotrophous meaning they did not to prepare the food own. They depending other organism or parasitism. That is called heterotrophous. Best example, fungi. Okay. Did you understood what is the what is the autotrophous? Yes?
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am.
Or no? Yeah. Here, that's where they are the heterotrophous and autotrophous both. But mostly algae, autotrophic algae. Coming to the second point. Another one where you can observe the algae in the land or in the water, in the some moisture area like that. Here, they primarily inhabit aquatic habitat. They mostly you can observe the algae where aquatic, where water is there. That's where seaweeds. That's where this name is called the seaweeds. Mostly 99% the algae is the found into the water. That one is called the aquatic habitat. Okay. This is the second character. Coming to the another one, the plant body. That is the vegetative body does not show any differentiation into various system, tissue system. The vegetative body meaning, what is a vegetative? You can take the any plant, the vegetative structure, root system, shoot system, and leaf system. You can observe the plant body. But here in the algae, the vegetative body does not show any differentiation into various tissue system. That is the no root system and shoot system and leaf system. These are the combined with one callus. That is the one combined with the group of cells is combination is there. That's where the plant body name is called thallus. Okay. And another one, they show progressive complexity in reproduction system. What type of reproduction? Progressive system. Progressive complexity system is there. Reproduction, very normal reproduction is there. Here another one, see here characters. These are the shows, they do not develop embryo. Why? This is not well developed reproduction system. Very primitive, very progressive reproduction system is there. That's why they do not develop embryo system. After fusion of gametes, here to produce the gamete, the reproductive structure, some here different classifications are there. Mostly you can observe to the Fritsch classification is the important for this algae. The reproductive structure of algae, multicellular and vegetative structures are present. And these reproduction very simple. Vegetative reproduction, asexual and sexual reproduction system is there. But here these reproductive do not develop into the embryo. How to embryo to form in the other higher plants? Both male and female gamete to fuse with sexual reproduction and to form the embryo. But here they do not develop embryo after fusion of the gametes during the sexual reproduction. This is the best, very important characteristic feature of the algae. Another one, range. Range meaning the thallus. What is the millimicrograms to very high range meters are there. That's where range of algae. Range in size, microscopic. What is the range here? Microscopic to single-celled organism to. Microscopic structure meaning you can't see that directly. You can observe the under electron microscope. Under electron microscope, that is the to single cell structure organism to large seaweed structure. Here the structure unicellular structure to multicellular. Like that, another one, the single cell structure to large cell structured organism, that is a seaweed. This is the range, the size of algae. That range meaning the size of algae. Another one, many species occur single cell. I'll explain now. That is a unicellular. Where the single cell is there, unicellular. Unicellular organism to multicellular organism. Single cell to multi. This is the another character. This, you know that one, algae cells are eukaryotic. Okay. Some are, what characters are there? Some are present into the prokaryotic, but mostly eukaryotic. The study of algae is called, anyone? The study of algae?
Phycology.
Phycology. The study of algae is called the phycology. Coming to the next one, the cell wall. Another important, the cell wall made up of cellulose. What is the here? The starting plant, no? The cell wall made up of cellulose. And another important, the cell wall after flexibility and gelatinous sheath also present in algae. Another very important character here, the cell wall motile also present. How to motile, how to movement? Flagellas are present. Very important. In algae, the flagella is present. The flagella, where the algae flagella is, that is the story of flagella. I'll explain later. The flagella, which protein to produce the flagella. Here too, in bacteria, flagellas are there. Fungi, flagella is there. One flagella protein to flagellin. Another flagella is protein to tryptophan. Like this, different proteins to produce the different flagella. Here, the algae also present into the algal flagella, and movement are there. That way the algae movement flagella is present, movement is there. That is the motile. Where the flagella is absent, that is the movement is absent. That is called the non-motile algae. The motile algae such as euglena, and some example are there. Flexible cell is there, and membrane is called, that is the periplast membranes are there. And another one, gelatin, the way the flexible cell wall is there, gelatinous sheath also present in the matrix. And another one, discrete nucleus is present. Discrete nucleus also present in algae. And another one, here vacuoles, starch granules, droplets, all are found in the cell. And coming to the pigment system, what type of pigments are there? Chlorophylls. And pigment, other pigments are absent. Chlorophylls are mostly present. Another one, here, these are heterotrophous, autotrophous, no? That's why these autotrophous, inside how they prepare the food material. That's why here the chloroplast may occur 1, 2, or many per cell. Each and every cell, chloroplast is found. This chloroplast number 1 to start many per cell. They may be ribbon-like chloroplast, bar-shaped chloroplast, net-like chloroplast, and disc shape of the chloroplast. Each and every cell, the chloroplast is the different. Okay, in the type study time, I'll explain to the chloroplast also. Coming to the habitat, where you can observe the algae, which place mostly? చెప్పాను కదా ఇందాకే, where the algae is mostly present? In aquatic water. Yes or no? Based on the habitat of algae may be categorized in the different 3 types. One is the aquatic algae, the second one is the terrestrial algae, third one is called the remarkable habitats are there. Not in terrestrial, not in aquatic, in between. That is called the remarkable habitat. Coming to the aquatic algae, mostly algae found in water. That water also, you know, one is the fresh water and second one is the marine water. In between, saline water also there. In the aquatic algae, maybe fresh water and sometimes saline water also. Or some algae found in marine water, you know, fresh water algae, saline water algae, marine water algae. Mostly fresh water algae is found it. Marine water, when salinity is the 33 to 40% salinity is there. And again, certain algae grow in brackish water, which are unpalatable for drinking. That is the brackish water, but less salty water. That is the sea water. And usually freshwater algae grow in ponds, lake. First, you can take the fresh water where the ponds are there, lakes, tanks, ditches, running water, and these are freshwater algae. Very common freshwater algae: Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Eulothrix, Chara, Edogonia, Spirogyra, Nostoc, Oscillatoria, etc. These are all freshwater algae. Some of very common in my marine water algae. That is the example for marine water: Sargassum, Laminaria, Ectocarpus, Polysiphonia, Padina. These are the best example for the marine water algae. Coming to the freshwater algae, may be termed as the planktonic, grow in remain suspended on the upper part. Here freshwater algae, some algae upper portion, some algae deep in water, some algae floating water, like this. And upper part of water, you can observe the diatoms and volvox. And beneath of algae, bottom, some algae is bottom is there, that is the beneath. Beneath algae are bottom. These algae grow at air water interference called neustonic. The beneath may be epiphytic. In the water, where the beneath water is there, in that beneath water of algae, under the epiphytic, and that grow on the stones and other plant bodies, other animals also attached to the sand, mud. Epiphytic growing in plants, that is called the epizoic. They growing on animal body surfaces. This is the epiphytic algae. And where these are the freshwater, under freshwater, for example, is completed. Now this one is the marine algae. Marine algae is called the way the marine one, where the sea water is there, in that sea water algae is called the marine algae. ఓకే మా, కొంచెం తెలుగు మీడియంలో కూడా చెప్పమంటున్నారా? ఓకే, చెప్తాను, ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే ఓకే, అప్పుడప్పుడు మిక్స్ చేసి చెప్తాలేండి. ఓకే, ఇయర్ మెరైన్ వాటర్ అంటే ఓషియన్ వాటర్. ఓషియన్ వాటర్ ఆల్సో grow in the some algae grow in ocean. That grow in ocean is the marine water level and spray zone. In that is the exposed in the marine sublittoral marine. Sublittoral meaning submerged depth. some in the ocean, the depth is the 30 to 60 meter and 100 to 200 feet. This is a sublittoral algae. This is the epidemic algae, and this grow in the that is the epiphytic other plants, other animals growing under ocean also. And sometimes some algae grow in tree barks, parasitic animals, and some that is a chlorella. These are protozoans and molasses. These are the under marine algae. Coming to the terrestrial, these are the algal is the water is completed. Coming to the terrestrial algae. Terrestrial algae, some algae are found into the habitat like soil, rocks, logs. These are the grow in algae, that is a terrestrial. Grow on surface of soil. Where the soil is there, in that soil, some algae grow surface of soil. That is called the saprophytes. Many blue-greens, of the other hand, grow under surface of the soil. This is the cryptophytes. Some algae grow in desert soil. This is the typified endophymic, endemic, epidemic, hypolitic, lower surface, that is the terrestrial living soil, living on the soil surfaces like this. Some of the rock also, to present rock. Common terrestrial algae, Oscillatoria, Vacheria, chlorella, and euglena. These are the terrestrial algae. Remarkable habitat. Some of the algae, halophyte. Halophyting meaning where the high concentration of salt is there underwater. That is the halophytic algae. That is the salt. These are the very important for competitive exam. Sometimes to ask these algae, habitat of algae also. Halophytic, where the salt water is there, in that salt water, the halophytic under grow of algae is called the halophytic. Salt lakes, in best example, Chlamydomonas, and that is the best example for the Chlamydomonas. Second thing is the symbiotic. You know, both are beneficial. Yes or no? These one, both are beneficial is the symbiotic. Algae grow in association with the fungi, association with the bryophytes, gymno or angio. Best example, symbiotic algae, association with fungi, nostoc, reveluria, Glyocapsa, Cyanophyceae, all member, chlorella. These are the best example for the symbiotic. Both here, the symbiotic algae, both to associated with the algae, fungi, is called the to made up of that one is the lichen. No, nostoc may also associate with the Anthocyrus, and Anabina also associated with the roots of cycas. Here pteridophytes, bryophytes, all are combined, both are beneficials are there. That's why this is called the symbiosis. That is called the symbiotic algae. All are beneficial are there. These are the example for the symbiosis. And cryptophytic algae. Cryptophytic meaning snow. Where the snow is there, in that snow, the algae growing on ice or snow. That is called the cryptophytes. Why these algae? In that, so very attractive colors are there. Snow covered with the mountains, total algae. That is the alpine, Arctic mountains. That where in that mountains, in that that snow or that's ice bar, the where the algae is grow, the color is resemble. Red color is there. Another that is called the hematococcus. Best example. These are examples is most important. You can by heart it. Example. Cryptophyte, what color? Red color to resemble. What is the example? Hematococcus nivalis. Resemble the red color. Another one, green color is there. Green color is the Europe in the Chlamydomonas is resemble. That is called Europe is due to growth of Chlamydomonas, green snow. Which one? Yellowstone. That is the Chlamydomonas yellowstonensis. And this is the example. Sometimes Rapido and black colors also there. That is called the responsible brownish and purple color, that one. This is a cryptophytic algae. Coming to the thermophytes. Thermophyting meaning temperature. Where the algae is temperature is there, that is called the thermophytic algae. This group of algae occurs in hot water streams, hot water springs. Temperature ఎంత ఉండాలి వాటర్ లో 50 to 70 టెంపరేచర్ ఉన్న దాంట్లో వాటర్ లో ఆల్గే గ్రోత్ అయితే దట్ ఈస్ అ థెర్మోఫైటిక్ ఆల్గే. నార్మల్ లైఫ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ ఇన్ దట్. మీరు మనం చేయబెడతామా 50 to 70 డిగ్రీలో మనం టచ్ చేస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుంది, చాలా హాట్ గా ఉంటుంది. దట్స్ ఓన్లీ దిస్ ఆల్గే టు గ్రో. విచ్ ఆల్గే? మెనీ బ్లూ గ్రీన్ ఆల్గే. ద బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అసిల్లటోరియా సింక్రోనసెస్. All these are the hot spring algae. Coming to the lithophyte. Lithophyting అంటే రాళ్ళ పైన పెరిగేటివి, rocks. Where the algae grow is the moist surface or stones or rocks are there. That is a lithophytic algae. Best example, Noxtag, Gleocapsa, Entomorph, Brachyspermum is the lithosperm. Sixth one is the epiphytic. అంటే అండర్ ఎనీ ప్లాంట్స్ ఎనీ ఎనిమల్స్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయి పెరిగితే ఎపిఫైటిక్ అంటాం. దే ఆర్ గ్రో ఆన్ అదర్ ప్లాంట్ ఇంక్లూడింగ్ అదర్ మెంబర్స్ అండ్ దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ద growing. Another one is that these are algal on algal. Some algae depending on algae. Okay, the same. Algae మీదనే algae depend అవుతుంది. That is a Tylophoma, Rhodomenia, Laminaria, Edogonium, Spirogyra, diatoms. That is the diatoms on Edogonium, Spirogyra. Another one is the algae on bryophytes. Blue-green algae, Noxtag like Noxtag, Oscillatoria, diatoms grow on bryophytes, different bryophytes. Some angiospermic also. Cocaines and lemna. This is the aquatic plants. In the these are the depending on the angiospermic plant, very common in Darjeeling in India, where we can observe the Darjeeling algae depending the where in a coconis, acanthis grow epiphytic lemna aquatic algae angiospermic. Algal like this one is the algae angiosperm. Epizoic where the algae animal ikkadaithe animals unnayo dan meeda depend aithe epizoic. Example snails, fish, epizoic algae. Stygioconium is the best example. Stygioconium are found in the gills of fishes. This is the epizoic. Next one is the endozoic. They grow in tissue of animal. Animal tissue lopala algae grow aithe endozoic. That is called Jewchlorella, Hydra. This is the example. Another very important parasitic algae. Very important. Algae ఎప్పటికైనా disease ని cause చేయదు. Parasitic algae parasitically plants and animals. Another important characters, algae ఎప్పుడైనా మనకి డిసీజ్ ని కాజ్ చేయదు. మోస్ట్లీ కాజింగ్ డిసీజ్ ఏంటి? మైక్రో ఫంగై, బ్యాక్టీరియా, వైరస్, మైకోప్లాస్మా. దీస్ ఆర్ మైక్రోబ్స్ కాజింగ్ ద డిసీజ్. బట్ ఆల్గే కాంట్ ద డిసీజెస్ అనేది జరగదు. కానీ ఓన్లీ వన్ ఆల్గే డిసీజ్ ఉంటుంది, దట్ ఈస్ ద డిసీజ్ కాజింగ్ ఆల్గే. దిస్ ఇస్ ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫర్ ఇన్ యువర్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్. That is called Cephalurus. The algal name is called Cephalurus. What is the class? Chlorophyceae. Is parasitic. Grow on the leaves. Which leaf? Tea leaves. Leaves various angiospermic. The best tea leaf. Tea is the botanic Camellia senescens. Coffee botanical name Coffea arabica. Rhododendron, Magnolia, pepper, Piper langum. Most important one causing the disease, that is the Cephalurus virusans. What type of disease? Rust of tea. The algae, only one algae causing the disease. The disease enti ekkadaithe tea leaves, coffee leaves, rhododendron, magnolia, pepper leaves untayo aa leaves paine disease ni cause chese algae. Aa disease ni cause chese algae name enti ante Cephalurus virusensis. A disease, red rust disease in the tea plant. Next one, rhodocytin. grow on the ambrosia leaves, ragweed. Next one, phyllosifer, grow on leaves, Arceum vulgaris. And these are the different. And the next one is the pasmon, the algae which grow in sandy beach. బీచ్లు ఉంటాయి కదా మనకి ఓషియన్ దగ్గర, ఆ శాండ్ దగ్గర ఆల్గే గ్రో అయితే పాస్మోన్ ఆల్గే అంటారు. ఆ బీచ్ లో ఉండే సాయిల్ పైన గ్రో అవుతాయి. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్ ద పాస్మోన్. ద బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వాచీరియా ప్రమోడియా is the best example for the this one. Which one? Pasmon algae. Okay, now I will stop this today class. Why? Today only range of algae, where the identification of algae. Next class I'll explain to the thallus organisms. Okay, students, now if you any doubts, my teaching is very fast or slow, any things are there, you can explain it. To interact, anyone? Students, I'll ask to yours only.
Very nice explanation, ma'am.
Okay, it's clear? Fast
Yes,
game
ma'am.
లేదు కదా?
No, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Clear ఉంది కదా? Okay. One ఏంటి slow slides on by once again. Okay, I'll give the PPTs later. Okay, ma'am? Yes. Tomorrow or I'll explain to the Taras organization. Okay, see you. But I'll explain today this class, no? You can go through your in degree first year books. Algae is there, no? You can prepare your own. I'll give the video, YouTube link also, sir, to post in your group, this YouTube link. You can read out again, and once you can listen and you can prepare your own notes. Yes or no? Tell me, students. Okay. See you tomorrow. Yes?
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.